Hello, National Action Network, and this is Senator Chuck Schumer. I want to thank my dear and longtime friend, a champion of civil rights, a fighter for justice for our country, the Reverend Al Sharpton, for letting me join today. We all know that the Reverend's impact on our country has been immense. He has driven the conversation on the most important issues of our time: civil rights, economic justice, policing reform, the fight for our democracy. Like you, I am so grateful for his leadership over all these years. And congratulations to the National Action Network for 30 years of standing up for the cause of justice in America. Now, friends, it's been a hard 12 months, but I do believe our country is turning the corner. Earlier this month, I was proud, as Majority Leader, to lead the passage of the American Rescue Plan, a $1.9 trillion package that President Biden just signed into law. Democrats promised bold action on COVID relief, and we delivered. We delivered on raising stimulus checks from $600 up to $2,000 per person. A family of four will see checks for up to $5,600. We delivered on expanded unemployment benefits, extended now till the fall, $300 more than you'd get simply from the state. We delivered on helping families afford the basics: money for rental assistance, SNAP benefits for groceries, funding for mass transit, and tax credit for child care assistance. And one of the things I'm particularly proud of, the vast majority of parents will now receive $3,000 per child under 18 through the expanded tax credit. Parents with kids under 6 will get $3,600, and they'll start seeing these checks mailed regularly to them on a monthly basis this summer. For Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, and churches, Reverend Sharpton made sure I put the churches in, and they're in. We have expanded PPP to make sure they get the help they need and deserve. A lot of our small minority-owned businesses and churches haven't had access to these programs, and now there are people, navigators, who can guide them how to get them. Both NAN and my office will have their phone numbers, and they will be ready to serve. Please let them know. And of course, we provided billions to supercharge our nation's vaccine effort, making it free for all people, and assuring that communities of color go to the front of the line, not the back. In fact, I made sure that community health centers had full access to the vaccines, and they are in our communities, and there's no muss or fuss when people line up to get the vaccine. So in so many ways, help is on the way. And together, I promise we will not return just to the normal we had before the pandemic. We must rebuild our country where justice, democracy, and opportunity is a reality for all people, where we protect our sacred right to vote. Just last month, I introduced S1, the For the People Act, and I promise we will soon take action on the floor of the Senate, and we will get it done. We will rebuild our country so that police reform and real justice extends to all people, like working to pass the Justice in Policing Act, again, where NAN was of great guidance. So was the Ben Crump. And we will rebuild our country to fight economic inequality, like canceling student debt up to $50,000 and pushing for legislation like the Thrive Agenda to invest billions in our communities. And I will continue to push that people of color get appointed to high positions. I was just lucky enough to appoint 3 African Americans to the 3 powerful U.S. attorney positions in New York State. The Southern District, Damian Williams, the first African American to occupy that post. Breon Peace in Brooklyn, whose father was a preacher in Brooklyn, and Trini Ross, well known, well respected in the Buffalo area. Now, none of this will be easy, but every day I serve as Majority Leader, I promise I'll stand in your corner. So thank you, National Action Network. Thanks for being a voice for justice, a voice for progress, and a voice for all the people of America. Thank you so much for doing all that you do, and my very best in the weeks and months ahead.